The reason you're struggling to grow on YouTube is because of this.
Imagine you spill your beer. What would you do? Keep trying to mop up the spill with a full sponge and hope it eventually cleans up the mess? Or grab a bowl, squeeze out the sponge, and dab the spill again? It's a pretty obvious answer, right?
Yet millions of YouTubers try to learn everything that they need to learn all at once, and then they're surprised when they're not doing good on YouTube. The problem is they don't know where to focus their attention, so they try learning everything, and then they become masters of nothing. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the 5 most powerful things that I think you should focus on, and 5 things that I think you should ignore, so that you can direct your focus towards the most impactful things to make your channel grow as fast as possible. And I'm gonna do it while doing yoga with my dog around. In the beginning, you don't want to focus on anything related to money. Don't focus on products, don't focus on sponsors, don't focus on affiliates, don't focus on Patreon. Like, you literally don't want to do anything related to that because you don't want to take your energy away from the important things, and there's no way you can be making money this early in the game.
Think about it this way. Who would you be more likely to give money to? A traveler on the corner asking for beer money? Or a friend who you've known for years? Your audience doesn't know you yet, and you haven't built the #1 currency of YouTube: trust.
However, the one thing that I would focus on is I would make yourself an Amazon affiliate shop. And the reason why is because your shop can evolve as your channel evolves, because your channel will evolve. So you can take products out, put products in. It's a great way to get something, a link in there, so you don't have to go back to your last 50 videos and, update them all. Pivo, no, we're gonna leave that. I don't recommend focusing on anything related to like growth cheats. That would be things like contests and collaborations. Don't focus on that. Those are just gonna take your attention away from what matters, and they don't have such a big impact in the beginning anyways. You'll wanna learn them later on, but for now, your first 50 videos really don't even bother. It's just not worth it. Stop trying to learn the algorithm. Stop trying to watch YouTube growth videos. Stop trying to copy other channels' most popular videos. And really just stop doing clickbait or like titles that stick out and following trends. It's just not worth it. And there's a better way to go about it, and you're going to waste your time.
You're an influencer now. Your job is to influence people. I wasted so much time doing what I thought I was supposed to do to be successful that I forgot that my #1 job is to express myself.
In the beginning, you're gonna wanna not focus on any kind of graphics or special effects or transitions or anything like that. It's just not worth your time. I remember there was this one video that I made where I spent so much time trying to learn how to do these graphics and tell the story in this funny old way.
You can't, you shouldn't, you will regret it. Don't go, I wouldn't, it's gonna be shit.
And I wasted time. I spent a whole day doing like a 2-minute scene. It was so dumb. And in the end, I went back and looked at that video and studied like old videos to see how I did. And that video was horrible. All right, I'm getting up close and personal for this one because it is the most important. Stop looking at your analytics. Stop looking at your subscribers and your views and how you're growing. None of that even matters. They call them vanity metrics for a reason. You're wasting your precious energy, and you can put your energy towards things that actually matter. You are not going to grow as fast as you want to. I guarantee it. Nobody does. I'm not growing as fast as I want to. But I realize that we have finite energy, and if you waste your energy on looking at these metrics and trying to grow, you're not putting that energy towards the things that really matter to help you grow. And you don't have enough videos in your bank to even learn from your analytics yet. So just don't bother. Whew, it is really bright. I need some sunglasses. When I started out with my YouTube channel, I watched heaps of YouTube growth videos. And now I realize that a lot of the advice that they gave me didn't apply because they were YouTube growth channels and the advice worked on their type of channel. But I'm an adventure vlogging channel. Their advice doesn't necessarily work on me. Go look at the thumbnails of like vagabond, versus like an Ava Zubek versus like a film booth or Think Media. Like, it's a completely different type of thumbnail, and the thumbnails don't work for each one because they're different arenas, they're different sectors, they're different topics, right? So when you're learning, you should be looking at videos of other adventure vloggers who are providing these kinds of tips, not YouTube growth video channels. So I've told you what you shouldn't focus on, so what do you focus on? And the very most obvious one is storytelling, right? Of course, story is king, everybody knows this. I thought I learned story, I mastered Dan Harmon's circle story, whatever. But then I realized that there's so much more to storytelling.
Consider these two stories. Does each make you feel something different?
Colors that you use, the camera movements and the camera framing, all of these shape the story that you're telling. And if you don't have the retention that you want, you should go back and study storytelling over and over and over again, and the many different ways of doing so. The same principle of constantly learning also applies to thumbnails, titles, and intros. And every time you choose a topic, you want to go to these adventure channels and you actually want to find a video that kind of aligns with the theme of the video you're creating and basically copy what they did. I mean, that's the best way to learn. And people feel weird about that, but the thing is that you can't really truly copy on YouTube because YouTube's all about your personality. You're gonna put a different flair to it. Okay, I can't get it all the way up, but I'm getting close. Hold on. See if I can balance this. Oof. Oof, guys. Look at this. So basically, you want your thumbnail, your title, and your intro should all tie together. They should be designed together. And go, like I said, go study these other channels and watch those three things, those three elements: thumbnails, titles, and intros. I will say, by the way, I recommend joining the Creator Hooks newsletter, which is going to be linked below in the description. And they'll send you an email, I think it's once a week, where they give you tips on how to create really, really bomb thumbnails and titles. Back to hanging out with Pivo. She's actually really chill today. Normally she's humping me. Huh? So this one's a super packed one. You need to get really clear about what you want your channel to achieve. Let's say that buying a sailboat has changed your life and you're so excited that you bought a sailboat, right? So you want other people to buy a sailboat. So the transformation you want people to go through on your channel is not being sailboat owners to become sailing boat owners. And you might even be like me, where it's like, you don't know anything about sailing. So the transformation's huge. So that's your channel focus. So that means that this video focus, let's say that your boat is being put back in the water after being in the boatyard for several months, and you're super excited because you haven't lived on your boat before. So the transformation that you want people to make is still focused on getting people in the water. So you want to think about, what would this experience, what feelings would this experience bring up for people who have never been boat owners? They might have fear around, okay, is the boat going to be dropped in the water by the lift? Or is it worth being in the boatyard for 4+ months to be able to get in the water? Like, does this take away the fun? And so you want to explain that to them. You want to give them the answers to those questions that they might be asking about that experience. And you want the whole video to be focused on that specific topic. So, are the lifts dangerous? Okay, you show them your fear and then like the relief afterwards. The whole video is about that emotional transformation. All right, this next point. I'm going to be honest with you. Please don't be a dick in the comments. Just kidding, I love you guys. When I first started YouTube, I had a slight bit of entitlement to the way that I engaged with my viewers. And the reason why, any other creator will kind of understand this, is that A lot of people have no idea how much time it takes to make a YouTube video. And when you put that much time and effort into a product, for me, what happened was I had a sense of entitlement that, okay, well, I gave you this, now you owe me your attention and time, but that's not how YouTube works.
What would you do if you felt Netflix was entitled to your views? You would just go to another platform, right?
There's a million places that people can choose to put their time and energy. And if they're choosing to put their time and energy on your channel, you owe them a thank you, because there's a million creators out there, and the fact that we get to do this job, the fact that we get to create content for people, your audience is letting you do that, right? Like, they're the people you owe that to. It's easy to think of your audience in a way where they're going to be the people that will be buying your products or paying for your, whatever it is that you end up making, or clicking on your affiliate links, but you want to be thinking about it in terms of the value you provide. Now, here's an example, right? That yoga mat that I use, it's a foldable travel mat. It's super lightweight, and it's one of my favorite things that I've ever bought. I just randomly found it one day, and I've never met anyone else who has that yoga mat. And it's actually in my affiliate shop. When I put that in my affiliate shop, I was thinking about, oh my God, like, nobody has this. People should have this. If you do yoga and you travel, you need this mat. It's like legit. But if I was thinking about it from a point of view of like, I just want to make money off my audience, then I would put my water bottle in there or my comb in there. I would literally put anything. You need to be thinking about your audience in terms of the value that you can provide them, and build that relationship with them. Have some gratitude. Like, let me just make it really clear to my audience, you guys are the bomb diggity. I'm so grateful for you that you guys allow me to do this as a profession. I want to read something to you that is relevant to this, and I'm going to link the article in the description below because I think it's a super profound article that would be worth reading. It says, to be a successful creator, you don't need millions. You don't need millions of dollars or millions of customers, millions of clients or millions of fans. To make a living as a craftsperson, a photographer, musician, designer, author, animator, app maker, entrepreneur, or inventor, you only need 1,000 true fans. And that's why you want to engage with your audience from a place of gratitude, from a place of providing value. Get to know them because they're taking the time to get to know you. And then you will build true fans who actually want to help you keep going, who actually want to buy your products, who you're actually having a true relationship with. This last one is the one that I think it takes people the longest to grasp. You need to make content that is important to you. You need to make content that resonates with you. And it's just like, I've seen this said over and over in different creator groups, and it didn't click with me for so long. So let me tell you my story. Maybe this will help it click with you faster. I was making content that was just like about sailing and the different adventures I was going on. And I was thinking about what would my audience want? Because to some extent, right, like, you have to think about what your audience wants. But first and foremost, you have to think about what you want to create. And the reason why is because it's not going to resonate with people. It's not going to come across as authentic if it's not something that's important to you. So I was making this content that was like all about what I thought other people wanted and what I thought was important to them before myself first, and it wasn't doing that well. So as you guys know, recently I switched. I found that I had this much greater purpose. I want to get people out to adventure, but I don't want them to just adventure. I want them to be fulfilled by it. Because when I went sailing for the first time, two and a half years ago, I hadn't done the internal work to enjoy actual sailing. Like, my mindset, the way I thought about life, my gratitude, my security, whatever you want to call it, was the same as when I was working. I wasn't like suddenly enjoying life more because I was like adventuring. Well, that's not true. I was enjoying it a little bit more. But I want people to enjoy it really, really more. Not just a little bit more. I want them to really enjoy it. And I also want to help them build a sustainable income around their adventure. So suddenly I have this purpose that is super important to me, that I am super focused on: self-development, adventure, and YouTube growth. And I want this so bad. I want this for everyone. I want you to go on an adventure to enjoy yourself and have money and not have to worry. And because it means something to me, Because it's something that's important to me, because it's something that resonates with me, every time I put a video out, like this video right now, I was thinking to myself like, oh my God, like I focus on all of the wrong things. I would just love to make a video for people where they can figure out what they should actually focus on. And I'm so excited about this change that I'm hoping I will make in you. This video means something to me. It truly means something to me. And that's what you need to do. You need to make videos that are important to you. The only thing I would quickly add is that you need to make sure that your videos stay on brand. So for me, like I said, I have internal growth or personal growth and YouTube growth so that people can enjoy the adventure that they will eventually go on. And all of my videos will surround that topic. So you want to do things that are important to you within the realm of the brand that you have chosen. Does that make sense? If you focus on these 5 things, you will grow faster, I promise you, because it will help make sure that you are not spread too thin. Your brain can only absorb so much, so focus on the things that really matter. Stop looking at your stats. Your energy is finite. You only have so much energy, so if you're gonna waste it worrying about why this video lost you 2 subscribers and this one gained you 10, it's gonna get you nowhere in the beginning. Go and focus on these 5 things. Get through 50 videos and then go and start slowly adding new things to learn. I will say one last thing though. Really, truly, YouTube growth never ends. You will always be growing. And hopefully that's true both for your YouTube growth and your personal growth, because for reals, like, you gotta be constantly going back and reviewing things and learning the same thing again and again and again, because you're gonna stagnate otherwise. I don't know a single channel who isn't trying something new and they're also big. Good luck, and I'll see you in 2 weeks at my next YouTube growth video.